This is the Marvel Infinite Series 3.75-inch Marvel's Thunderstrike. The figure was released way back in 2015, if I'm not mistaken, together with the rest of these figures. Late 2015 or mid 2015, I'm not so sure anymore. Shauna, Doc Ock, the Vulture, I think, Daredevil, stuff like that. I wasn't interested in this figure, but it was on 80% off, or no, 60%, 70% off, so I decided to pick it up. It's one of those figures that really use a 2014 Marvel 3.75-inch male body mold, which I think is the same one they used for Bishop. So articulation is going to be crap on this one, but the details, if I'm not mistaken, are going to be quite impressive. This one stood out for me from the others that are on the pegs. I've seen others that had the jacket that was just so plain, it just looked like plastic. This one, I think, had an extra dose of that black wash and made it look like genuine leather. So I decided to pick it up, and we'll see how it fares with the other Marvel figures, Marvel Thor figures. So yeah, comes with this different hammer. Thunderstrike had a different hammer, had a chain for a handle, for a strap, and yeah, I think I'm pretty sure it uses that Bishop mold, heavily retooled Bishop mold, and that's how you put the shell back. Okay. Put this back here, and it looks like the packaging's back brand new. Okay, so look at the figure. As I said, the articulation is going to suck on this one. There's going to be no waist articulation, ball jointed neck, just a ball hinge shoulder, and a ball hinge elbow. Does it go this way? Oh, it goes this way, and no wrist articulation, which sucks, which really sucks, because for a Thor figure you need that wrist articulation. Like up and down, that would be nice. No waist, just a ball jointed hip. Oh, look at that excess paint they put on him. Double jointed knees and ball hinge ankles that have the rocker tilt. So not too bad, not bad, not bad, but not great. It's the Bishop mold, and it's so hard to do a pose without that waist joint. You know what, I'd sacrifice the wrist joints, but the waist joint is really important. And it's just, this is one of the poses that you can't do. How to pose your action figures 3.1. Yeah, that's one of the things you can do. It's going to be very difficult to get him in other dynamic poses. Maybe in a running pose. Maybe you could still get him in a running pose, but it's going to be very difficult without that waist piece. That was worth the try. Come on. What do you know? You can't get him there. So, articulation, this crap, not the best. But the detail on this one, just look at that. Great head sculpt. I love it. The head sculpt, I haven't, in the 90s I wasn't reading much on the Avengers and Thor, but this does look like the Thor in the 90s. The hammer looks great. Look at the boots. The boots have also that wash that make it look like leather. He's got a belt that's a separate molded piece. Interesting. And the jacket, this is actually the main highlight of this figure for me, I think. That jacket had that black wash, and it just makes it stand out. Look at that, even in the back. Just a lot of detail brought out by that extra dose of that black wash, which is just really fantastic. Come on, Hasbro. Come on, man. That's just inexcusable. Look at that. See, perfect circles here, but here, I think the paint, yeah, there we go. The paint got stuck on the jacket, and come on, man. You guys, there has to be a better way to do this. So anyway, yeah, paint apps, okay. Articulation not too good, and the whole overall sculpt, look at that shiny ass, but matte finish legs. Haha. Come on, Hasbro. It's the paint app, so not bad. The figure, I'm too biased on it. I don't know much about him, not very fond of him. He's just gonna get a 7 out of 10 for me, maybe a 6, because it's not really something worth tracking down. If you must have him, I'm sure he's available on clearance somewhere. He's not going to be very difficult to find. So let's, you know, if you read up on Secret Wars 3, you know he's probably in it. And here's some of the other Thors. That was a nice series, by the way. It was like CSI, Thor CSI. Had all the Thors going on, and I thought that was very nice. It was a very nice series. This figure is just... okay, whatever. Whatever, man. Whatever. Whatever suits you. You want to stand up that way? Okay. This was one of the first molds of the Thor figures that we got for the modern age. I thought this was great. It's just it was very difficult to stand up. Man, look at all that dust. I'll put him here. Oh, man, my figures are just so degraded. Oh, this other Thor. Oh, I thought he was the same. Okay. Move it here. Anybody else? Oh. Ooh, he's missing a cape. Sorry, the classic Thor. You get the idea. I forgot where the cape went. It's somewhere there. I just took this guy from a bin. This is the classic Thor. His cape is something like that, so it's easy to imagine that. This was from the 5-pack, the gift pack. Man, I just can't stand up. And finally, one of my favorite, the Jane Foster Thor. Oh, come on, man. All right. Yeah, and she can't stand up as well. I'll have to pose the legs differently. Come on. Okay, use the cape. Okay. So, there you go. The Marvel Infinite Series Thunderstrike Thor from Hasbro. Part of the 2015, I can't remember which wave, Marvel Infinite Series. Hope you enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching.